What's going on, guys? So we are out here at the Elkhart Dealer Open House event. This is really cool. This is where dealers are able to see new product for 2025. And in front of me, you are looking at one absolutely cool looking product. So this is from the folks over at Riverside RV. This is called the Retro. Now, I've seen their product before, but to be honest with you, it never really stood out to me as anything overly special until we were driving by and we saw this thing. So right off the bat, when I saw it at the angle we drove by, and by the way, when I say we, I'm talking about my good friend Tyler from eTrailer, my good friend David from eTrailer, and AJ from eTrailer.
Makes sense.
So we saw this and we're like, what the heck is that? And the angle, again, I thought it was a fifth wheel. From this angle, I really couldn't tell what I was seeing as we were driving by right here. And I pulled over and I said, well, that thing is a super compact fifth wheel. That's worth taking a look at. So we pulled in, walked up to the owners who were actually in the tent over there, and they said, yeah, sure, film the thing. This is a product. We literally just built this thing, and we thought, you know what the heck, let's bring it out here, and they're going to go full production with it. So the concept here came when they, I guess, and if I heard the story right, they came up with the frame for a different model, and something was weird about the size or something happened, and they're like, you know what, let's repurpose this and make something super cool and special, which they did. Check this out. So first of all, when you see this and you see the siding material, because the contrast to the red may not let you see it what it is, it's the same type of tin that you would see on a lot of stick and tin units, right? You see this on a lot of aluminum siding over wood framing. However, let me spin around. This is the type of superstructure that you actually have on all of these. So all the Retro units have a pretty dang structural aluminum framework to it, and then they use rolled insulation on the inside, and then they put the tin on top of it. So there's no chance that you're ever going to have wood rot on the wall itself because it's all aluminum. Check this out. This is really, really cool, and I've never seen anything like this before. But what do you guys think? Now, the weight of this trailer, according to him, and we don't have a sticker on here yet, he said it's about 3,000 pounds, which is super lightweight. But he says right now, the tongue weight is closer to 380 pounds, and they want to lighten that up a little bit. But I told him, I was like, if you're at 380 pounds, 3,000 pounds here, I would keep the tongue weight a little heavier just to help from a controllability perspective whenever you're towing, because I'm perfectly fine with slightly over 10% in terms of tongue weight, because you're still going to be able to tow this with a lot of different vehicles out there. Super cool. They have an awning stretching right here, got a good amount of windows on it. Let's hop on the inside of this thing so you can see what it's all about. Now, I don't have a model number, and I don't know if he shared a model number with me, but you got to admit, this thing is super cool looking. It's prepped for a Furrion wireless backup camera, has LED lights, scissor jack stabilization all the way around, has a really cool kind of upper deck fifth wheel section to it. Again, the wheels look absolutely fantastic. Has little Lippert solid steps folded out. But check out the interior. Now, he admits, this is, when I say he, the owner, admits that this is not made to compete against $40,000 RVs. I actually asked him, I said, what's the price of this? And he goes, well, we're still working on the price exactly. I said, okay, let me guess. Is it going to be in the 30s maybe? He goes, oh, heck no. He goes, you're looking probably high teens, low 20s for something like this, fully equipped. And that is really awesome. Ton of windows. You have a really nice bed overhang right here. And the reason why this is so cool is because if they did not put this overhang right here, the RV, the front of it would be shorter because it would have to have room for the A-frame. But because the A-frame is tucked back, and this part right here technically would go over the back of your truck, kind of, it would be really high, but it would go over the back, you don't have to worry about a clearance issue, and because of that, they were able to utilize the space and make the interior a little larger. So you have your dinette down here, which I imagine kind of steps up to get you onto the bed over here. You got windows on each side. You have a spot for your TV. You have a cool little cozy kitchen right here. Stainless steel single basin sink. 2-burner cooktop over here. You have some drawers. I love the fact that they're putting them on roller glides. Some of them don't, especially at this price point. You have your GE microwave. It's just a compact microwave. You have your Everchill 12-volt refrigerator freezer in here also. Some cabinets up here. Another cabinet there. You have some storage under here. You could probably even put some bar stools right here, prop your feet up and use this as kind of a bar area. Open up the window, get a nice cross ventilation going through here. More cabinetries here. You have your IRV Technologies stereo system right there for the speakers that are mounted inside. Plus you have a solar charge controller. I don't know what the solar power on here is, but I can imagine it's probably at least a 100-watt panel, but it's 30 amps. You have some more storage right here. You have your 30-amp cable down there. You have a nice compact, cozy shower space, and the ceiling heights are actually pretty good in here. I'm gonna admit they're not bad at all. You could probably be upwards of 6'5" and comfortably still fit in here. It is a plastic foot flush toilet, but that's kind of expected at this price range. Again, at this price range, what you're getting definitely will give you the curb appeal I think a lot of people are looking for, especially if you like that classic retro look, because this thing is loaded with it. You got your single GE air conditioning unit up top, which I believe would probably be more than enough. Really cool. Let's hop outside real quick and take a look at the outside. Okay, so we're going to come around the front here. You have your Lippert electric tongue jack up front, spot for 2 20-pound propane cans. Again, your scissor jacks. See, your hitch is right here, which means a traditional RV would start right about here, which means all of this overhang right here is bonus, because again, that's essentially where most RVs would stop, and this big overhang right here gives you the ability to clear pretty much any pickup truck bed, most SUVs. I don't think you'd have a problem with most vehicles. Then you have the outside of your GE water heater, your furnace, your water connections. This is traditional leaf sprung suspension. You have all your sewer valves right here. But what do you guys think? I am super blown away by this, and I really think that this is kind of game changing. But leave a comment below. I would love to know what your thoughts are. Guys, if you haven't had a chance, please take a moment, subscribe to the channel, give me a thumbs up, and we'll talk to you again very soon.